Hey guys, it's Tim, and today we have ourselves a video called How to Understand Men by Jinnytty. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. So I got this video recommended to me, and I thought that I would make a reaction to it. Uh, as a male, I want to see how accurate it is and if it's good. Now I don't know barely anything. The only thing I saw was the uh, thumbnail. Also, I saw that she had the same thing with women, understanding women's hints. And so I will react to this video, and if if I see fit, maybe I'll react to another one. But yeah, now this is a bit of a disclaimer. I'm I'm a male, but obviously we don't have this sort of hive mind, right? So what I say personally may not represent all of all of men. And also, since I'm 17, I may be naive or unexperienced in some areas. So that's that. I just wanted to let you guys know because don't don't think that I say like the utmost truth. Uh, I say like in regards to me, but maybe like in general, I'm wrong and she's right, or maybe we're both wrong, or maybe we're both right. Who knows, right? So, with that being said, let's dive right into it.
Welcome everyone to another class of Riz 103. Today
Oh,
we gonna learn
103.
how to understand men. We did
All
a
right.
lesson on how to understand women before, and today I'm gonna teach you guys how to understand
I
men
also
better.
see that she has glasses very similar to mine,
I
which
think
is
men
which is cool.
are pretty straightforward. There's
That's
no
true.
like hidden meanings that much. I think I'm
That's true.
also learning because I'm a
That
woman.
that's true. Generally, when I say something, I mean it. Like, generally, there's no like some hidden meaning, right? But sometimes when I don't want to say something up front, I may say something like, like in court, you say something, but you do not like indulge in it. You do not say more than you need to, so that you what you say is technically true, but you lack some details, right? So there's that. So generally, like it's straightforward, but at the same time, uh, there may be something missing, right? But this really depends. But yeah,
And the
so
hidden meanings that much. I think I'm also learning because I'm a woman and then I don't understand men sometimes as well. And then you guys can correct me if I'm wrong. Okay,
so yeah, so here we are.
number one. So apparently, if a man says, I am not a relationship type, or I'm not really looking for a relationship, or something like that, it means they don't want to be exclusive with you. They would still date someone if they want. When
Uh, that's kind of tricky because like if you want to be polite, maybe I wouldn't say so. Like if I don't want to date someone, I would just like, and I am ready for a relationship, I would say like, sorry, but I don't think we are compatible, or yada yada yada. So I would say this more straightforward, right? Uh like currently I think I'm not ready for a relationship, so I would say like I'm getting like that I'm not a relationship type means I'm not ready for a relationship, right? So that doesn't necessarily mean what she is saying here. Like it could mean that, I guess. It's just I wouldn't say so. I would say like, yeah, like I'm not ready, that means I'm not ready. Or if I don't want to date you, sorry, but I don't think like we're compatible or something like that. Uh, yeah. So
men say like, I'm not really looking for a relationship right now, they still have sex with you, but they don't.
uh, this one is definitely a bit tricky, because when it comes to sex, it's a bit more like maybe not. It really depends, right? So for example, I'm not really looking for sex right now, but would I say no if someone like offered it to me? If like I am not sure. So this one is definitely a bit tricky. I mean, I guess I would refuse, but I but yeah, but I could maybe agree as well. So yeah, this one is a bit like gray area.
Want to be exclusive with you, and then they want to have their options open so that they can find the one they actually want to be in a relationship with.
Sorry if you have like feel like the audio desynchronized with the video. I'm not sure if it's a problem on my computer or if it's the video. But yeah, if you have these issues, sorry for that.
Options open.
Yeah, but as I said, I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Open so that they can find the one they actually want to be in a relationship with. The important point to know is they still want sex.
Not necessarily, right? Not necessarily. I definitely do not agree with the way she presents that. Like that is not exclusive, right? That could mean that, but it also could not.
I have a question then. If you say this, do you change your mind in the end? Like, can it happen? Like, does it change or no?
It depends. Again, if I'm just like in the if I'm not ready yet, that I could say like maybe later, but currently I'm not in the what I'm not ready, right? So later it could change, right? Um, but it also like yeah, I would say that it could change. Like I wouldn't rely on Twitch chat, honestly.
Based on what I researched, apparently he mean it. He already decided. Exactly.
Well, at this point, sure, but like later in the future, it could change very dramatically. Like you know each other better at later points in time. So yeah, I wouldn't rely on Twitch chat
They
here.
don't change it. Right. Okay, so that's number
one. I would definitely change that. All right.
Number two, this is funny. This is quite interesting. When men say, I am fine. So there are two things. Either they're actually fine, but if it obviously looking like something is troubling him, and then if he says, I'm fine, it means I'm not fine, but I don't want to talk about it.
That is actually this is a perfect representation of what it means. So it's either I'm fine, or I would a little bit rephrase that maybe I'm fine, but there's nothing you could do about it, nor do I want you to stress about it. Like yeah, so I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to give you my problems, like stress you out with my problems. So yeah, that is accurate.
I will sort it in my brain.
Spitting facts with this one.
Yeah, I know, right? I am pretty good at reading social cues, I think. I can see if something's wrong in the face. I think it's
Yeah, that's actually that actually you could see that not so much in the face, although the face as well, but in the eyes. In the eyes, one Russian writer said the eyes are a reflection of the soul, and that is absolutely true. So yeah.
pretty easy to read. Whenever the guys that I dated, whenever they look like something is troubling them, as a woman, I thought like he will want to talk about it. So I was keep asking, you look like there's something wrong. Just tell me. I'm fine, Jinny. I'm fine. No, tell me. I'll listen. I thought it would be better for him to talk about it, but then he didn't want to talk about it. So
you see, if he wants to talk about it, he will say probably like he will either say it himself, right? Or after you say like, you can talk to me, whatever, and after that he will talk. If even after that he doesn't talk to you about it, he doesn't want to talk about it. Like, he just doesn't want to stress you out with his problems. He doesn't want to, like, you can't do anything about it probably or something. So yeah, but also it could be just like he is repressing his emotions, which I I certainly can relate to. But yeah,
Let him have time.
that is a good advice. Although, like, what I would say the best approach is, and you may like disagree with me on this one, but let him have time, but at the same time make him know that you would listen and you would support him, right? Because like, and let me say this, whatever I say in this video that maybe you should do or like you could do, that I apply to myself as well when I like am interacting with someone else, right? So yeah, so let him have time, but at the same time be ready to listen if he wants to support and, well, whatever, right? So yeah.
Left alone. Opposite of women. Even in the situation when he's not fine, they would still have sex.
Maybe. I'm not. I, you know what? I'd probably say no. That is like, again, this may vary depending on what type I'm not fine it is, but mostly when I want to be left alone, I really wouldn't be in the mood for it, right? So yeah, what I will say is shocking, man. My cat, my cat suddenly went psycho there. So men do not always want sex, right? I feel like this is obvious, but yeah, that's that. So yeah.
100%. For example, women, in this situation, women would not have sex. She's upset. Number 3.
Yeah, again, I wouldn't. I probably wouldn't myself, right? Well, maybe like on the off chance, but mostly not.
Whenever you're having an argument with the men, and then they just say, okay, I'm sorry. It means he's not actually sorry. Not actually that sorry. He's just tired of listening to your shit.
Um, that could be true, right? So when I have an argument with someone, which is, sometimes happen, and sometimes I would argue like to the max, like if I feel like my position is absolutely wrong. But when I feel like, you know, the end doesn't justify the means, like I don't really care that much. I don't want to, defend my position very well. And if it's like a minor thing, I would just say like, all right, you know what? I'm sorry. I I just want to end the argument, right? So, and it doesn't necessarily mean that I'm not really sorry. It just means that I don't really want to argue, right? And you know what? If the but you know what? I don't necessarily have that lot of arguments, right? I do argue sometimes, but it's rarely, like very rarely. Most of the time, because most of the time, um, even before we could argue, I communicate, right? The communication is the most important thing in any relationship, be it friendship, be it, I know, you just know the guy, or be it, the romantic relationship, anything, or even sexual to that matter. Communication is the key to every aspect of your life. If something bothers you, if something's not right, you just communicate without arguing, without shoving. You just say upfront what bothers you. And if the person is a nice person, he would listen, he would understand, he would try to find a way with you. That doesn't mean like he should be, bending for you, but maybe he should, and you should bend for him as well, right? So it just, you have to be compatible with each other. You have to communicate for it, right? So that's what I will say.
If you reach the I'm sorry, it means you really overyapped.
Not necessarily. I mean, it could be that. It absolutely could be that. If, for example, I feel like even when I had an argument with someone over the position that I thought his was absolutely stupid, I would just prefer to end the debate if the debate slash argument if I feel like we're not going somewhere. So I will be just like, a bigger man and apologize, even though I feel like maybe like my position is still the best. So yeah, it could mean that.
Exactly. Basically means, okay, I'm sorry, means he's just tired of arguing. Can you please shut up now?
50-50, I would say on this
Is
one.
it true? Correct. When women and men fight, if it reached this point, men are tired of hearing yapping, arguing, and women wants to finish and resolve the thing. She's gonna continue yapping. She's gonna be like, "Why are you sorry then?" And then usually this doesn't end well. No.
Well, I again, I do not have experience in relationships. I never was in one. Well, in romantic, right? So I am not really, you know, I'm not an expert on that one. But over the course of like just generally talking to women, when when something like this happens, it really like if a person is an adequate condition and you can't just be a bigger man and apologize even though you know you're right or you think you're right and sometimes you can continue but like most of the time like my advice would be just don't go there, like prevent the argument from happening by communicating because that is the most important thing.
Number 4, when men says, "Hey, nice jeans," or "nice shirt," it means, "Hey, nice jeans, nice ass."
That is absolutely not true. If I see, well, I wouldn't say nice jeans because for me all jeans look the same, but if I said that, that would mean that nice jeans. I actually complimented some girls on like shirts, I said nice shirt, right, or something like that, because I think they have a nice shirt. I do not mean like I generally don't even like look at the body parts. By that I mean ass or cleavage, right? Most of the time I don't even care because I talk to the person. I do not talk to their body parts. And if I see nice, they have a nice shirt, I would say nice shirt, right? But I wouldn't say nice shirt to say you have a nice boobs, right? That is not true.
Nice shirt, nice cleavage. Is that right? Spot on. Yes. Okay.
No, that is not true. I usually just comment on whether I like or do not like. Well, do not like. I don't really do that much. I generally keep it to myself because I don't care. Like they wouldn't care what I think, right? So I would just say like if I like a shirt, you have a nice shirt. If you have, I don't know, a nice hair done, right? I would say nice hairstyle or something like that. That doesn't mean anything. That is just a comment on an appearance.
I think maybe it's like 50-50. Maybe.
I wouldn't say 50-50. I would say maybe like 90 to 10 because like I could see somewhere that if you comment on that, you may give a subtle hint, right? Oh god, I hate the word subtle. Okay, so that maybe like someone might do that, and maybe I could do like I wasn't in a situation like that. I generally wouldn't. I feel like, but if I did, maybe. But it would be like an off chance. It was like 90 to 10, or maybe like 95 to 5, because I yeah generally when I mean something I say that up front.
They're actually complimenting or nice jeans, nice ass, nice shirts, nice cleavage, nice booba. In a meaning, sex?
That is not true. That is not true. Even like no, that is not true.
Why is it always sex? I mean,
Yeah, it doesn't always lead to sex. That is the problem. Like, I don't care. I don't care about sex at all. Like, well, I guess it's not true. I mean, I do want it to happen, but I do not like actively pushing for it, right? So when it happen, it will happen, right? But I'm not actively pushing for it. I do not like do stuff. I do not say nice shirt thinking, oh, then she will think that since I said nice shirt, she would think that I said nice boobs and therefore she must have sex with me. No, that doesn't mean that, right? That is
eventually that's what it means.
not. No.
It's literally always. What?
No, that is incorrect.
That's insane, dude. That's insane. Number 5. When men says I'm kidding, it means I actually meant it, but you're overreacting, but calm down.
Well, she's.
I think it's 50-50.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe that one's is actually like yeah. So maybe maybe I'm really kidding. Which is probably the case, right? Because you know what, my sense of humor is ass. My sense of humor is absolutely fucking dumb. So maybe I said something like something stupid, and I immediately say like I'm kidding, or maybe they got upset and I say I'm kidding even though I was kidding. So yeah, maybe like yeah, I could see that. Yeah.
Because they could be actually kidding when they say something and the woman's like, what did you say? Are you serious? And they're like, I'm kidding. But
yeah, that is exactly yeah.
They actually meant it, but you're kind of like overreacting. So calm down.
Could be. Yeah, this one is on the accurate
Right.
side.
I'm kidding. Number 6. I like women with less makeup or no makeup even.
Now I generally wouldn't say that, maybe probably. Like I would communicate this. And generally when I mean that, like let me say this up front before she says anything. So I will explain myself. Like if a woman likes makeup, that's fine. Like if she wants to do something with her, like maybe she wants to put shit on on her eyes. I do not really know how it's like called. If she wants, I don't know, to use a lipstick, if she wants to use like I don't know, make her cheeks more red or something like that, that's fine. The problem is when it's too much, and what I mean by too much is when it doesn't really look like you, right? So it's just it's nothing like you, or like it barely looks like you. So when it's complete makeover, right? And if you feel like that's yourself, that's fine. Like I respect that. It just I personally don't really like that, right? I'm more for natural beauty. I'm more for you know, maybe sometimes you have to enhance it, right? That's fine, because people are not ideal, and we all have ourselves some stuff we don't like about ourselves, and like I don't know, painting over it is absolutely fine. The problem is when you completely change yourself, because I feel like that's a way of lying, like at this point, because you present yourself in a misleading way. So again, if you do that, it doesn't necessarily mean like you're a bad person or something like that. No, it's completely fine, right? It's just I personally do not like that, right? So yeah, that is what I mean. And if it's a hobby, for example, like I don't know, you're cosplaying and you do this stuff, or it's just your hobby, that's again, that's fine. As long as you're okay and you're happy with it, that's fine. That's cool, right? The problem is like with me, right? So it's just we don't see eye to eye on this topic, and that's okay. So yeah, let's see.
This means I like women who still looks beautiful without makeup. This is very important.
Well, I you see, there is there is well, I guess the message is mostly right, but I mean, you see, there is absolutely, like, for myself, there is some people that I think are beautiful that are just not my type, right? It's not like you are beautiful, like if I like you, you are beautiful, and if I don't like you, you're not, right? It's not like that. If I like you, you're probably beautiful, right? And mostly, like, I think you're beautiful, right? If I don't like you, you still may be beautiful. It's just you are not really my type, and that is fine. Again, as long as there's like as many as there are people, as many as their opinions, right? So if I don't think you're beautiful, someone else might think. Or if I think you're beautiful, someone else might think you're not. And that is, again, that's fine. It's just so back to the topic. I like women who still looks beautiful without makeup. Not necessarily beautiful, just like who doesn't. Well, already explained, like who doesn't lie, who doesn't like change it completely. Uh,
If they don't wear makeup and they look like shit, then they're gonna be like, whoa.
it's not like necessarily about whether she looks like not beautiful, right? It's more so like you have too much makeup, right? And it creates a bit of a like dissonance in my brain. So it's like, well, you look very different from what I saw, right? So that's that.
They just want you to look beautiful even without. As a woman, I gotta tell you, so there are multiple types of makeup. There's actually no makeup, and there's a no makeup as in you put on a little bit of makeup, but it kind of makes you look like you're not wearing a makeup. And then there's a normal makeup where they usually wear like daily, and then there's a full makeup where they put full makeup.
Yeah, so she understands it. I feel like, yeah. So like a little bit of makeup is all right, like, and even like a decent amount I would feel is, well, it would be like depends, but I would probably still feel like it's all right. But when it's like you wear a ton of stuff every day or like most of the time, that is concerning. That would be concerning for me.
They put a little bit more makeup, thicker makeup whenever they go to party or something. So yeah, but anyway, they just want someone who looks beautiful but naturally. Okay, number 7.
Yeah, natural beauty basically. All right.
How do you know that guy? I think it means, did you have sex with that guy?
That is absolutely not true. I could care less. If I want to know if she had sex with him, I'd probably ask him and maybe ask her like up front, did you have sex with that guy, right? But assuming we have a decent relationship for my question to not come off as rude. But yeah, but that is absolutely like, how do you know that guy? That means, how do you know that guy? Where did you meet? Like, because especially for me, I live in Latvia, which is a fairly small country. So that the common, like, the people knowing each other through someone is not uncommon. And so when you meet and you, like, she mentions someone who is, oh, sorry, yeah, then when she mentioned someone who you also know, I would naturally ask, like, how do you know this guy? Like, oh, you know him as well, right? That type of question. That doesn't mean like, did you have sex with him? No.
Is this true? Feeling a
No.
little insecure? I think this is also 50-50.
No, I would say it's like 99 to 1, or maybe like 99.999 to 0.001 or something. So yeah.
Genuinely kind of curious, while also at the same time, how do you know that guy? Is he important to you? I'm feeling a little jealous, maybe, kind of worried.
No, not really, no.
Like, if you had anything romantic stuff before, I think that's apparently what it means.
No, that's not necessarily.
Oh, shit. So number 8, my body is so stiff. Oh, let me give you a massage.
Alright, I never actually did that, and if I did, that would probably mean, like, it could, like, I'm a very person who's like, likes to fuck around. So maybe it would not mean anything. But I feel like when you're at that level, when you like willing to give someone a massage and they are willing to accept the massage from you, yeah, there I could see that this is, that is fairly sexual.
Always leads to sex.
Yeah, I wouldn't say like always, but yeah, most of the time. Yeah, yeah. This one is, I guess, fairly accurate. Again, this is a hypothetical. I never, never, I never gave any massages, and nor do I plan to. But still,
Ulterior motive. 1000%, exactly. And then he would start giving you a massage, and then eventually, like, massage.
like, you know what? I like if I just do like this stuff to your fuck, what's it called? Like this part. How do you call this area? Well, if I start doing this, I honestly, someone please, I forgot how it's called. Is it forearm? No. God damn it. Well, anyways, if I do this, that probably doesn't have any ulterior motive, right? That is just, stuff. But when it's like a full body massage, yeah, 100% then, yeah, probably. Well, not 100, 99.
On your bottom now, and then all of a sudden, like, starting to take your clothes off, and like, what the fuck, you're giving a massage? Oh, I am giving you a massage, and then it becomes a different massage. It's sex. What if she just actually wanted a massage? Massage is to be something that's like relaxing, massaging, not sex. Okay, no, we're not.
Well, again, like, we
What's
talked about
wrong?
that. It's, if I ask what's wrong, I expect for them to not tell me, but it's generally like, what's wrong? Like, the concern, right?
It means it's actually asking what's wrong.
Yeah.
Also, I guess sex is out of the question tonight.
No, I wouldn't. Like, first and foremost, like, again, I feel like this preconception that everything is about sex should go away, right? Because that is not what is, that's just not true, right? So if I had a relationship, again, this is a hypothetical. If I had a relationship and I see like something is wrong, my first thought wouldn't be like, or even second thought wouldn't be like, oh, I guess no sex today, right? It would be like generally like, what's wrong? Like, the concern, right? So yeah, that is not true. Like, I feel like in the slightest.
God, that's true.
Yeah, I wouldn't rely on Twitch. I wouldn't rely on Twitch chat for anything, to be honest.
What's wrong? Oh, I guess sex is out of the question tonight. Damn it. She's not feeling good.
Yeah,
Damn
that
it.
is not true.
I guess sex is out of the question tonight. Not worth a try. Cannot try tonight. Dang it. It's either actually concerned, yeah, but also at the same time, oh man, sex is out of the question tonight. Damn it.
No, that is not true.
Concerned about no sex. Number 10. When women ask, what are you thinking? And then men say nothing. One, could be actually thinking nothing.
Yeah, that is true.
Or number 2, you're thinking something that's insanely crazy or really weird stuff. So he doesn't want to share with you because if he shared, how she thinks of you might change.
Not necessarily because like it would change, which I guess could be the case. It just like it's extremely weird and she wouldn't get it, right? Even if I said so, she wouldn't get it, right? Because sometimes the stuff that's going on in my head is so extremely weird that if I just said it, like she wouldn't like know what I'm even talking about, right? So yeah, it's either nothing or like the most wild shit you can imagine times 100,000 infinity.
Thinking about threesome with her best friend.
Yeah, something
Yeah, that is not true.
like that. So he's maybe thinking about something like
Well, I guess there are males who would do that, not me.
that. Okay, I was actually quite shocked when I saw this. And I want to ask you guys if it's real or not. 11. She's just a friend. Does it mean, even though I want...
Well, again, I heard about that stuff, and I feel like it could be that he's cheating. Like, if I say that, no, she's just a friend, because I am an honest person, right? And I generally I couldn't cheat, right? I just couldn't, because that is like I would feel disgusted with myself. That doesn't. I still am disgusted with myself, but then I would have a legitimate reason to be disgusted with myself, right? And more so, I would be like the other person that I'm in a relationship with. She would have a lot of pain, probably, right? So I wouldn't want that. So if I say she's just a friend, that means that she's just a friend. But you know what? Actually, I have a very different, like, to me, friend is someone like extremely close, right? So it's someone who you trust completely, and who they also can trust you completely. You have like a very deep bond and stuff like that. So I don't really have any female friends. Like, I mean, IRL, right? So I feel I don't really have any female friends. But if I did, yeah, it would be just that, right? And I generally would trust them to be a decent person and not trying to do stuff, and I wouldn't do stuff as well, because again, that would make the other person hurt, and that would make me feel disgusted. So yeah, um yeah, I what I say is just a friend. It that means it's just a friend, right?
Want to pursue her, but I can't right now.
Not no.
When have opportunity, I will.
No. Mm-mm. Well, I guess it's not out of the question, but if I feel something towards that person, and if like, you know what, it's not like I am, a grandmaster in chess thinking like, oh, if I lose this one, then I could use this one, right? It's not like that. Maybe it would be possible, but like, if I like her enough to call her a friend, that means, yeah, that I do like her to a great extent. Like, I don't feel like, well, I mean, I guess it could be romantic, but I feel like it would be platonic. That doesn't to say that like it couldn't develop, but yeah, but if I am in a relationship, I will not look at women any other way than like at max friends, right? Like friends and nothing beyond, because beyond that is just like I already have my best friend, my partner, and I wouldn't like want anyone else at that position, right? So anything below it, it's fine, but like no further than that. So, but after we've broken up, I guess it could happen. So that's what I mean, right? I hope you understood me.
It's just friend. Don't worry about her. It means they had sex? No. Friends with benefit? No. Hell no. So I think it's still 50-50.
No, well, I guess it depends on the person. Like, to this one, I can say much. I can say only for myself, right?
Because I think 150 is like, yes, he has crush on her, he's attracted to his friend, and then if he get an opportunity, he would pursue, or actually friends. I think it's 50-50. Number 13. Do you want to go watch movies? Or can I take you out on a dinner? He's asking you out.
That means I am interested in you. Like, well, it means can I take you out to the movies or on a dinner, right? That means that with like I mean that is not even like a subtle hint. It's just like I'm interested in you and I want to learn about you more, right? So that's that.
Out? It means I eventually like to have sex with you.
Again, not everything relates to sex, and like if I want a relation, like when I am looking for a relationship, sex to me isn't like number one. It's still like somewhat important, but it's not like stuff I want to do because like the most important to me is the other person. Like I want someone who is a good person, who I'm able to connect with, who I like love, right? And sex to me is just another way to like show that love, right? So it's just something that we do to each other to, because we love each other. But it is important, but is it like that important? No. Like not everything is driven by sex. Like most of the things are not driven by sex, including this one. No.
Of course, 100%.
Again, Twitch chat is not a reliable source. I'm sorry.
How to understand men. Sex.
That
Between
is not
friends,
true.
guy friends and girlfriend, they can hang out. They can hang out one-on-one without being in a date. It's not a date. It's just hanging out. He wouldn't think like I'd eventually want to have sex with you. He wouldn't think like that between friends. It romantically involved individuals. You want to go on a date? Can I take you on a date? I eventually want to have sex with you.
Again, not really. I mean, yeah, no, I don't think like, yeah, I don't think that it would be. Again, I'm inexperienced, so maybe over time I would change my opinion on this, but currently I feel like no, I wouldn't like have that ulterior motive. Like this would be the driving force of it.
Apparently. 100%, 90%. I have a lot of guy friends, okay? And we hang out, go out, eat dinner, and then it's not a date. Nothing happens. We just hang out. So it's not, I eventually want to have sex with you. It's not like that. 14! If a guy says I'm bored, it
means I'm bored.
means let's have sex.
No, that is not true. Generally, I wouldn't even say I'm bored. Like, only if she asks me, like, hey, what's up? I would say, like, yeah, I'm bored. Right? But, yeah, but yeah, that is not true again.
Is this real?
This is getting a little bit frustrating over time. Like, first off, it's like, you know what? It's like a joke that's repeated more than once. Like, one time it's funny, second time it's maybe funny, third time it's not funny, and fourth time it's just frustrating. Like, this is...
No way. I think this is also like 70%. 30% is just actually a bored. All
No, I would say like it's 99% I'm bored.
roads lead
Maybe
to
even
sex.
100.
Is that the reason why when you're shipping me and my friends, you guys are always thinking, oh, maybe they might be having sex? Is the only thinking always leads to sex? Even though there's like nothing going on, it's just friendship? Jeez, no, guys. There's no sex involved between me and my guy friends. Okay, last but not least, number 15.
All right.
When you are in a kind of like flirting with a guy or kind of in a romantically involved like with the guy, and then the guy says, let's take things slow. It means he wants to find a better option, but still yes to sex.
Not necessarily. No, if you see, I am not really fit to talk about this one, but generally, when I'm looking for someone, like if I don't have a specific person in mind and I'm looking for someone, let's take things slow, would generally mean I want to know you before actually committing myself to a serious relationship, right? Maybe you're a fucking crazy psycho bitch, I don't know. But I just want to learn that before I go into a relationship with you, right? Let's take things slow. get to know each other and then slowly progress, because that's just how I like to build relationship, right? You can't build something like that, right? Rome wasn't built in a day. So it's like you're building slowly but surely, and then something can, like, you've built something, right? So it doesn't necessarily mean I'm looking for other options. I mean, it doesn't necessarily contradict to each other. I could be looking for other options while we're taking things slow. But generally, if I say, like, let's take things slow, I guess that at this point in time, we're already, like, at the point when it's, like, we're thinking about going to the next stage, and I'm saying, like, let's take things slow and see how it progresses. So it means that I'm already, like, committed to seeing that person. That doesn't mean I'm not seeing, like, other people, but it doesn't necessarily mean, like, oh, I am seeing other people. So it's like a very strange stuff. And again, not necessarily about sex. Like, maybe not. It really depends.
100%. Let's take things slow. Still he has to sex, but he wants to have more options. Yeah, it means I don't want to have exclusive relationship.
At this point in time, again, like, I am not ready yet. Like, when we know each other better, yes, maybe, probably, like, if we're compatible, if we're, like, if everything aligns, then yes. So that's that.
Ah! Let's take things slow. We can still have sex and have fun. We're having fun, right? Yeah, let's take things slow. I don't want to be in an exclusive relationship. I want to still look for a better option. I'm still looking. When women say let's take things slow, I think it means, like, she doesn't want to have sex too fast, so let's take things slow. I want to kind of see, like, she wants to kind of know the guy a little bit more.
Well, it's the same for guys. Like, we don't necessarily want to have sex right now, right? We want to know you just as much as you want to know us. Well, us, me, like, you get what I mean. Like, if I say, let's take things slow, I mean, let's take things slow. It doesn't necessarily mean I just want to learn you more before I make my decision. That's what it means. It doesn't mean, like, I want to have more options, or I don't want to. Well, it does mean I don't want to go in a relationship, but just, like, not complete. I don't want to because I don't know you yet enough, right? So yeah.
More, so let's take things slow or something. I think. Same kind of for men. Ain't no way man will want to take things slow down for sex.
Yeah, I see that is well, you could see here that I'm not sure why she thinks that, but it is not true. That is absolutely not true. Like, it may be true for your Twitch chat, in which case I'm fairly concerned about like, but yeah, but it is not necessarily true.
Bro, ain't no way. What do you mean? Same for men. They would still want to have sex with you, but they
Not
think things slow means
necessarily.
they don't want exclusivity. They don't want to be in an exclusive relationship.
No man has ever said the words, let's take things slow.
That is not true. I'm just, I'm just stop, because, I'm a pretty peaceful man, but right now I want to fucking snap necks of her Twitch chat because they are so insufferable to me. Like, oh my god.
What they'll do instead
I probably will have a lot of hate if someone's Twitch chat stumbles onto this video.
is ghost you half the time.
Oh my god. Obviously, this is like, whenever I'm doing this, it's like half joke. Of course, you cannot really generalize everyone.
All right, so she does, yeah. Yeah, that is
with a
true. But
different personality. We're just trying to understand men and women in general, like a lot of situations. I think it means this, but of course it doesn't apply to everybody.
yeah, that is a fair statement.
I think it was more difficult for me to understand men because I was like shocked and
Well, I wouldn't say you understood them based on this video. Like, well, it's again, it's very hard to understand everyone because like you're generalizing like half of the population. But I wouldn't say, well, at least for me, it's not very, it's not very accurate.
baffled by a lot of
Like it has some accurate points, but also a lot of like sex stuff, which is just not true.
stuff that I read, but still, it's pretty fun to understand men. Everything leads to sex. Is that
No, that is not true. Please stop.
sex. Okay. So that was Reese 103, How to Understand Men. I hope you guys enjoyed. I think I now understand men better. And thank you so much for watching today.
Alright, so that was How to Understand Man by Jinnytty. Okay, I again forgot how to read that nickname, how I read it in the first time. Check out her different videos. She tried an exclusive omakase experience and she fell and broke the toilet, which is fun. And let me guys know if you want me to react to some more of her content, or maybe you want me to react to something else. Anyways, it was Tim here. If you like that, please drop a like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment of something that I maybe could improve, excluding sound, because I know my sound design sounds like fucking ass. But yeah, this was a reaction to Jinnytty, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace or goodbye. I forgot what I said at the last one. But yeah, bye.